Alright, I am now at the treehouse, and I said I was going to do some workouts to myself today, but I did not, because I realised to myself that my arms are still too fucked, and how long has it been since I did pull-ups? First of all, actually, I'm going to take my bag off. I don't think I need to turn off the camera for that. In the meantime, I guess I'll just pan around at the treehouse currently. You know, I mean, in my opinion, it looks pretty shit because of all the trash that's around it or whatever. It will be revamped eventually, but I do not have enough helping hands to do it, and currently, I only have 2.5 hours to do anything here right now, since currently the time is 1:30. Sun sets at 4. I could push it to 5, but at the point of 5 the sun would be fully set. Anyway. Whoa. Okay, yeah, these photochromatic glasses actually do make a difference. Anyways. Yeah. Fuck, what was I saying? Okay. Never mind. Also, this hand is getting tired. I need to switch to the other. Whatever I was saying is whatever I was saying. Either way, and maybe I'll remember. For now, I am going to work on building up what is currently over here. Those poles I added yesterday. Or should I say 2 days ago. Oh, that's exactly what I was saying. Haha. Alright, I'll flip the camera back to me. Yes, the reason why I did not do my pull-ups is the fact that my arms are still too fucked, even though it's been 4 days since I did my pull-ups, which I did 40 pull-ups. Or chin-ups, no, chin-ups, not pull-ups, chin-ups. Which, for me, is quite impressive. I don't have any kind of like muscle real. I've never had that before, so for me that's pretty impressive. But my arms are still fucked, so I did not do my workouts because I need to still give my arms time to heal. But anyway, back to what I was saying. These need to get more poles need to get added, and if I don't add any more poles directly in terms of facing upwards, I am at least going to get poles of equal length, cut them to size, cut them to length, and lay them out in a certain area, certain direction, certain place. Because again, as I said in my previous video, or if the video hasn't been released, or I haven't been bothered to edit it, whatever, I'm going to state it again. This needs to go. This needs to go. These walls need to go. I did not build these walls. Other folks built these walls. They built these walls using the materials that they had available to them, and the materials they had available to them were either already dead fallen, of course, just like I would use, but also a large amount of what I had already, of the shit that I had already cut myself and used myself, and that's all chill, but to me, this is shoddy work. It's good for a good first try, for sure. If I had made this 4 years ago, I would have been proud. But that was 4 years ago, and this is now, and my now self does not consider this work to be good anymore. So all these walls need to go, but I'm not going to do that today, as I do not have enough time or a helping hand. So for now, I'm just going to build up these, add more of these, and maybe build a chair, just maybe. I've already got this bench down here. It's pretty cool, pretty chill. I'll probably still have a fire again, but maybe not, maybe. I got myself some food with me. I've also decided to just go on an only meat diet because my arthritis is getting... I'll flip the camera around now. My arthritis is getting to a point where I'm getting kind of concerned. Bearing in mind, I have arthritis at the age of 21, in both my ankles, my left knee, and it has now spread in the course of, well, I felt it 3 days, just 2 or 3 days ago. It suddenly spread to, if I grab my, with use the other hand, this finger, as in that joint right there that I'm, yeah, right, that joint. So that's not good. So that's why I'm doing the only meat diet, because by my research, carbohydrates and the large amount of carbohydrates I eat could be a problem, could be the reason why I am experiencing, or at least making my arthritis worse, because I eat an absolute metric buttload of rice, and I've also been recently drinking a lot more alcohol, which, if you didn't know, is a lot more carbohydrates. So yeah, I'm just quitting the rice and reducing the alcohol. But anyway, yeah. Getting to work on these polls. I will. I'll start a time lapse actually. Of just me working. So, yeah. Onwards with the time lapse. Actually, before I do the time lapse, I do need a tripod. Now, I do have a tripod on me, but it's only about 30 centimeters long, which isn't really long enough. Yes, I could attach it to any tree I so like, because there are many branches to attach this camera to, but I'd like to better move it around wherever in the hell I like. And so in that case, I need a tripod, which requires 3 sticks, logs, branches of equal length, tied together, or nailed together in this case because I have nails. I will make that first, then the time lapse of me building will begin. Not that I don't think I'll get too much done today, because again, I only have 2.5 hours, of which I have 2 hours and 20 minutes now, give or take. But either way, you can get quite a lot done in that time. So you'll be on a tripod next time. Wait, in 3, 2, 1. God fucking damn it. And I was hoping I was gonna be cool. Whatever. Alright, go in. Alright, I need 2 hands to do this right. Please go in. Alright, never mind. Alright, I'll do this on camera. I don't think you saw that very right. Whatever. It's kind of disappointing. I didn't want to... Yeah. Alright, cool. Well, yeah. Anyway, when I said you'd see me next, you would be on a tripod. And while I mildly lied, I did make a tripod. So that was a half-truth. There's a tripod. I call this shitty tripod because, well, it's shit. As you can see, it's a little bit lopsided. It's just made with nails. I just cut a bit of wood. See, like the slanted edges. Little bit of wood. Bada boom, bada bing. I could use more nails if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. Because why? Waste of nails, waste of time, waste of energy, waste of my life. Not that I haven't wasted enough of my life already. LOL. Wink, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge, nudge. Ha ha. Funny joke. I cracked myself up, even though that wasn't exactly that funny. Whatever. Anyway, I'm going to put this on a tripod now. This beautiful, well-made craftsmanship, should I say. So, yeah. Alright. Here's the part where I start doing actual bushcraft stuff. Not that I've not already done bushcraft stuff with the thing that you are currently placed upon. But you didn't see me making that, so that doesn't quite count. So in this case, I am going to actually do a sort of time-lapse. I don't have any time-lapse software on my phone currently installed, so that means that I am going to essentially be recording at 30 FPS at 1080p with my phone, which is going to drain its battery at a very fast rate. But hey ho, whatever, I only have about 2 hours left of sunlight. Maybe I'll have a fire, maybe I won't. One thing to add though, if I'm hungry, is if I just take off and strip all of my clothes off. Now, if I just peel off a few of my layers, good thing I caught that, I have with myself some Tesco's pork garlic Brussels pate and more Ardennes and smoke and bake Tesco's pate. Why did I just throw that on the floor? Because I can. I'm in the forest. So I'm gonna put this in my bag because I've had these in my pocket for a while now. And I'm gonna now get to time-lapse video recording. I'm gonna move you to a slightly different area because first I kind of need to gather the wood, and then I need to trim the wood. I need to then put the wood. I'm using the pate as. I'm using the pate as kind of like signal signs. Go over there. Yeah, I'm using the. It's funny. I'm gonna be using. Yeah, I'm gonna be making more of those poles. So I'm gonna go grab more wood. Do I need to time lapse this? I don't know. You know, I really don't know. Anyway, for now, I'm gonna stop the recording here and get back to you with that. Well, this is quite annoying because I did actually record myself, or at least I thought I recorded myself trimming, chopping and doing all the cutting of the wood because, well, I did it all. That took me, when did I end off last time? 2:30? No, it wasn't 2:30. What time is it now? It's 3:30 now, so I ended off around 2, so it took me about hour and a half to chop up extra wood, of which I chopped up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to at least 100,000. Now, all jokes aside, I did cut 8 or 9 bits of varying thickness, length, and difficulty of carrying and dragging all that weight and stuff. I'm not sure if you can actually see if I move over here. I may bring the camera over, the extra wood that I've added. I'm kind of really a bit annoyed that I didn't record that because I didn't record that, but it is what it is. So I guess this video is actually going to be a bit shorter than I initially anticipated. Also, I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's actually quite foggy around here. It's actually been foggy for the entire day, and I do believe it's actually getting foggier as we speak. Not that really matters, but at this point, oh my god. You know what? I didn't actually realise it was 3:30. I said it was 3:30 without actually registering in my mind that 4 o'clock is when the sun pretty much begins to set, and I only have about half an hour after 4 o'clock to really do much. So, will I have a fire? You know, I don't know. But at the meantime, I am going to have my pate. I'm going to eat my food, or at least one of those pates, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what I've made. So here we go. Come with me to a wondrous land of the stuff that I did that you didn't see me do because I didn't record it, like an idiot, like a dum-dum, like a big dum-dum. Do I need? Yeah, no. Yeah. So here we go. Look at this. I don't think you can actually see much of a difference, but I added quite a few more poles there. This is the prep process for further days of further building. I'm not going to be doing any any sort of extra wall kind of building. I'm just building up material over time. This is the whole idea of today. I do think that due to the fact that I forgot to video. Okay, good. The camera did not turn off on me. This part, I'm going to redo the section that I did earlier because I wanted to make this part clear. Alright, where is your field of view? We're gonna call your field of view right about here. So you can see this axe right here. Very nice axe. I have no idea if the camera is blurring or not for you. I really can't tell at this point. Either way, this is a very nice axe. It got gifted to me by by Max, my mate, and it was a sort of birthday gift. And I haven't used it since he got it for me, which was about 2 years now, because I preferred my other axe. But now that I've actually used it, I actually quite prefer it. Now, I will say I do prefer my other axe over this one, but I will say this one is hand forged. I'm not sure about the handle itself. Maybe it is handmade, I don't know, but I know the metal itself is hand forged, and that makes the metal high quality, strong, not made out of cheese like my other axe. You know, my other axe is a Fiskars axe. If you know Fiskars, they're good. You know, in terms of they're sharp, but in terms of the metal, they're made out of cheese, so they chip pretty easily. Now, don't get me wrong, if you smash this into a bit of concrete, it's gonna chip, but it's gonna chip less. It's not made out of cheese, and it's very good. And the benefits it has over my Fiskars Norden N10, I believe. I think that's my other axe. Is the fact that it's just lighter. That's it. It's also got this sort of I can hold it closer to its center of gravity. It's got the curve, which I do think it makes it better for trimming, but the one downside, of course, again, is the weight. The weight, I just cannot get in those good, nice swings when it comes to chopping through large bits of wood. But, you know, each axe has its different weights. Pun not intended, but it turns out it was intended, even though it wasn't. Where am I going with this? I don't know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. And now I'm gonna go and have my food, so... Motherfucker! You won't! God damn it! It wasn't focused. Alright, one thing I forgot to mention about the pate part, or at least me eating this pate, is the fact that I don't have a spoon. Now, last time I didn't have a spoon either, and you think, where's the spoon that I made last time? It's gone. I burnt it because it's a temporary spoon, and it wasn't exactly all that good. So today I'm going to make a better spoon with the exact same apparatus that I had last time, which means that it won't be much of a spoon. It'll just be kind of like a spear, more like a spear really, but a flat spear. But a better flat spear than I made last time. So I'm going to go get myself some fat wood, and trim and chop that. But this time I'm going to record myself doing that. It probably won't be all that entertaining, but I'm still going to do it because, well, why not? You know, why not? I mean, I didn't record myself trimming all that wood, which takes way more effort, because, yeah, it does. And one thing I've got to mention right now is, whoa, the amount of fog is really increasing in this forest. It really makes it look quite eerie. I'm going to actually spin around the camera. You tell me if you can see it. Let me know in the comments section. I've never said that before. Comment down below. What a weird thing. Anyway. Can you see that fog? Was the camera even focused on me? I can't even focus my camera. Well, I'm pretty sure you can still see the fog. And the fact that my camera is not focusing is still very annoying, but that doesn't take away from my point. I'm sure you could probably, more than likely, at least kind of see my face when I was speaking, and you can still see this fog. I mean, this is the kind of focal range. Look at that. It's real shallow. So yeah, let's get to trimming and chopping. Alright, so, just to make one thing clear, what fat wood is, this branch right here, from right here to right here is going to be fat wood. Fat wood is essentially the accumulation of sap built up from the tree that sort of solidifies within a dead branch, as no actual flow is being given to the branch, but due to gravity and how the plant or the tree works, part of its material, sap, sort of contains itself and solidifies within part of this dead branch. So that is why right here, and the closer you get to a tree, that even though the branch is dead, it is extraordinarily strong the closer you get to the tree. That's why I've built a lot of tree houses on dead branches just like this, thicker of course, because me and my mate have put or rested the entire weight on the closest bit to the tree. But I'm going to cut off this bit and I'm going to carve this bit, so I'll get back to you with that. Alright, this is the part where I do all the carving, so this part should be sped up. Get out my knife. Which is a very nice knife. I'll probably actually make a video on my knife later, but for now I'm just going to chop up this wood. It's actually already got quite a nice angle on it, but I gotta give it a bit more angle. Okay, hopefully the camera will focus. There's my hand. There is what I've made. In my opinion, superior to the other spoon I made. Again, you would not call this a spoon, but this is more of a flat, shitty ass. No, I won't use that language. Oh no. This is more of a flat, this is a spear really. It's more of a spear. But as spoons go, with just a knife, I think that's the best I can do. In a short period of time, at least, I could make it better, but I won't, because why would I? But to demonstrate, and as you can see the fat wood part, all this crystalline stuff, this wood does not look like your average bit of wood, especially the part where I've shaved off. Again, it looks quite crystalline, just like in the other video. And, yeah. It's just very, very, very strong stuff. And very, very flammable. This stuff is like gasoline. I mean, it's not nowhere near gasoline, but you get the gist. Put this in a fire and it'll get it going and keep it going for a bit. This is the kind of stuff you use to restart your wood. It's kind of like pine cones, but better. Anyway, I'm going to start eating my pate now. Might as well do that on camera, so I don't think I'm even going to end the video. Actually, you know what? I am going to end the video. Am I? Yes. Liam. Interesting. I gotta read that eventually. Anyways, time to eat my patio. Yeah, I don't think there's really much interesting to me eating food, but I'm still going to record myself doing it. It's getting quite cold now because I've stopped moving and it's actually getting quite foggy. But either way, I still have half an hour of sunlight-ish. Pork, garlic, Brussels pate. Which one should I have? Well, I don't like Brussels, but I know this will still taste nice because it has pork in it. But this one just seems better. Artisan and Ardennes and smoked bacon pate. That just sounds more enticing. Oh my god, I feel dumb. Oh my god. I just realised something. I already have a spoon. It's called a flathead knife. I want to hit myself with the knife of, like, you know, the whole... But that would be dumb. I mean, actually, I will do that, because as long as you do it correctly like this, it's alright. I have a spoon. I've had a spoon this entire time, and I haven't realised it. I made this for nothing. I'm still going to use it to see if this is superior to this, and I guess it could be argued that using this is worse than using this, because this has been cut, shaved and stuff from a tree, therefore it's basically clean of all bacteria and any kind of contaminants, but at the same time I cleaned it and shaved it with my knife. So yeah, I'm still going to try and use this though. I'm going to eat my pate with this, but then I'm going to switch to the knife, because I do think the knife would be better. And hey, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Alright, let's test out this pate spoon. Pate spoon? That's a terrible name. No. It's just a... Well, it's just a fat wood spear. Fat wood spear. I mean, I guess the one benefit, or downside, is having a fat wood spoon, depending on what your tastes are, is the fact that it gives a little bit of extra flavour to your food. As long as you give it a good lick afterwards, that is. Like that. And actually, oh wow, no. Yeah, that does actually give better flavour. Well, not better flavour, different flavour. Because this being fat wood contains a lot of turpentine. Turpentine you can actually buy in the store. Turpentine is actually quite healthy for you, I think. You're going to have to let me know in the comments. But turpentine has its own distinct flavour. I'm going to give it a good lick now. You know, I really can't give it any other description than piney. Just piney. Nothing really compares to the taste of turpentine. So, that's the one benefit to having a turpentine spoon. But I'm now going to switch to my knife, because I want to see how good this is. Give this a good, you know, cleaning. I'm just going to clean my knife thoroughly with my hands, because I'm sure that will really get rid of every speck of dust and bacteria and whatever the heck that's on the knife. You know, your hands just clean everything. But as I said, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I just want to make sure there's no real actual visible dirt on my knife. Now what is this? Is this dirt? Yeah, that is dirt. Go away. Yeah, that's about as clean as I can make it. Alright, let's test out the knife. Flathead knife. This is where a flathead knife comes in handy. Yeah. Because most people opt for a nice spiked knife. You know, you can stab it into trees, you can stab it into your fellow human being, you know, even the neighbour you hate or the bully you dislike, whichever. But, you know, stabability is not everything. Sometimes spoonability is what it's all about. And I gotta say, this spoonability is so much better than that. Oh my god. I feel betrayed by myself. My brain betrayed me. Yeah, no. It's a 2-in-1. It's a 2-in-1 knife. I should really do a advertisement on this knife, because, like, the creators of this knife, I've rocked this knife for almost as long as I've rocked my axe. My Norden N10. Shout out to Norden N10. Sorry. Fiskars. Again, their axes are still made out of cheese, but they're at least sharp. But this knife, yeah, had it for almost as long, and it's the best knife I've ever owned. Now I've only owned I've owned 5 knives, and of all of those knives, most of them were foldable. 2 of them were very illegal. Well, the one that we're not going to get into those details. All I'm going to say is the build quality of this is fantastic. It has like almost no play. It's never failed me. I have put it through. I run it through hell, and like I've taken it. I've done anything and everything with it. I mean, I've literally run this knife through the dirt. I mean, that's not a joke. There's a video of me literally doing that on YouTube, on my channel. Go look at it if you want to. Now, I would not suggest you run your knife through dirt, because that, wouldn't you guess, blunts your knife. And when I say blunts your knife, it really blunts your knife. But at the same time, who cares? If you want to roll the dirt, you've got to get a roll of dirt. And how are you going to cut through those roots? With your hands? No. With a knife. So yes, I did have to resharpen this. I got myself a specific sharpener to do that. Because those normal shoddy, shitty, cruddy knife sharpeners you get, you know, for your kitchen knife sharpeners, the ones where you roll it like that, they're good, they work. But the only issue with those is that they only work up to a certain point. Because what happens is that you can realistically, when you use one of those kitchen knife sharpeners, you can only sharpen about on the end of the knife to about you can't sharpen the entire length of the knife. And where you really want your knife, at least bushcraft knife, to be sharp is as close to the handle as possible. And that's not where those kitchen knife sharpeners actually sharpen. They never can get there because, well, your knife handle blocks it. So it'd be best you get a different apparatus to sharpen it. A whetstone of some sort. I bought an apparatus to really, hone in the specific angle that I wanted and get that consistency. And hey ho, maybe I'll do some sponsorships in the future where I link my best tools and items, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have any subscribers or make enough money. How many subscribers is more like it? You've got to have a subscriber base to do that. Who knows? Maybe if I keep up the content, I will be able to have a sponsor. You just never know. It's all about that graft thing, you know? Man, can I talk to myself for a bajillion years and more? This is very good pate, by the way. And I'm beginning to get cold. I'm not gonna lie. The shivers are starting to come on. This is a part where having a fire would be nice, but at the same time, I can't be bothered because setting up a fire takes a bit of time, and I don't need one because when I'm done with this pate, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna edit this video. Maybe today, tomorrow, who knows? Either way, this is good pate. Still a bit annoyed that I did not record myself chopping all those trees. Oh, trimming all those branches? No, that's wrong. Yeah, no, trimming those trees. Oh, bearing in mind, all the trees that I did gather, I did not cut myself, as in, they were all dead standing, because there have been many forest fires around this area that I was not here for, but there have been two. And, you know, when forest fires occur, they kill trees. I know it's kind of crazy to imagine that a tree could die from a fire, but, you know. But, suffice to say, the trees that were that couldn't weather the storm died right at the root. They got burnt, singed, and have now become my wood. Now, that's not to say that at some point I may have not cut them down myself if the fire did not happen. But it just makes my job a hell of a lot easier, because if they're already dead, then there's no harm to the forest. Or the thing is that whenever I chop down trees, I like to be strategic about where I chop, what trees I chop. I preferably don't want to chop ones that are too thick. Now, of course, the reason being, for one reason, is just they're just too thick. Why would I need a really thick tree? Other than for some serious support, you know, beam support. We're talking, I don't know, half a ton kind of support. Something like that. But there's another reason, is the fact that I don't want to thin out this forest too much. Because I like the canopy. And there are some areas that actually do require thinning. But the area behind you, the camera, doesn't really need any more thinning. It's perfectly thinned out. It's one of those, doesn't need any more trees, doesn't need any less trees. It's just about right. I feel like the forest commissioner sort of person. And then I keep this area not tidy, because I don't clean up any of the trash here, but I don't chop down every single tree in sight. I strategically chop down trees. And, yeah. All I can say is I'm actually getting quite cold now. I need to finish this pate and then leave. Once I start cycling, I will get very warm. But for now, I am not very warm. You could say that I'm cold. I have no idea how flattering this angle is, actually. You know, from your perspective. In fact, I don't even know if my camera is still recording. I don't even know if it's in focus. I'll be annoyed if it isn't. But what can you do? I still talk to myself no matter what. This is just me recording my insanity. Because what is someone who talks to themselves other than insane? Can't believe I didn't think of this sooner. Just use my knife. Alright, hang on. Pate done. I don't really want to lick the entire knife. Not because I'll cut my tongue. You know, you can easily lick a knife without cutting your tongue unless you're not very smart. But it's just, you know, I only clean the tip of the knife, so I just lick the tip. I'm not even no. You know what? I'm not gonna correct myself. I'm gonna just leave that in. Licking the tip. Funny. Alright. That's enough. We'll just actually, you know what? Actually, use my fingers. Okay. Good enough. And what I put on my trousers, because they're already dirty as all hell, so what would a little bit more dirt really do? And bada boom, bada bing, I now have AIDS! If you got AIDS from the forest. Hey. Hey. Funny. Anyway, time to pack up. I'm gonna do packing up. So, and I'm gonna go home. That concludes today's video. It's been interesting. Over and out.